Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch in my hand is the Zenith Defy Skyline Americas edition. So this is a 2025 launch of 100 pieces in black ceramic with a lovely dark green dial, launched in the Americas, that is north and south, so not a USA market exclusive, but rather a sort of Western Hemisphere special in black ceramic. The watch also comes with a accessory black ceramic bracelet and the strap that you see right here featuring a motif from the dial. So you get both bands, the full ceramic bracelet and this strap with a folding clasp. The watch is 41 millimeters in diameter. It's nice and slim at 12.2 millimeters thick, and it's 46 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip. We'll throw this watch on the wrist. You can see the timepiece. Fits nicely. It's quite compact, actually. It's very slim. Although it may not look thin, it is, and it'll slide under a cuff quite easily. I could recommend it on the strap for a wrist of 15 centimeters circumference. It's going to be a bit bigger on the bracelet. My wrist is 16. If it were on the bracelet, I could wear it at 16. So I'd say 16 and up with the bracelet, 15 and up with the strap that you see here. And it's a good integrated look. You can see it matches the conformity to the arc of the case and the lugs that you would get with the bracelet. It just gives you a little bit of a lighter feel, maybe a sportier look. And of course, these are always the preferred look for a summery sports watch. It's nice to be able to throw it on the bracelet when you want a bit of formality, and then sporty green rubber when maybe you want to jump in the pool or the ocean. Taking a look, you can see that character lines are molded in. Then we have this star motif. They are embossed here, whereas on the dial you can see they're sort of debossed with depth. Taking a look on the underside, one of the features of this model that makes it so easy to switch up, if you want to transform it, there is a little button on the bottom that releases the strap or the bracelet. What I like about the material is that even if it is on the full bracelet, this is an incredibly scratch-resistant material, ceramic, and I have less and less tolerance for scratches the deeper I get into my watch collecting journey, and so ceramic has become really appealing to me. You can also see that the strap is a Zenith factory piece right here, and they have other straps. If you want to change the look and you don't want to use the bracelet or the green strap, there are others. So you have some flexibility, and you can call Zenith and you can get that. We have metal, and I believe this is all PVD titanium internally. Taking a quick look, there's one feature that's worth calling out, the use of these little ceramic pin snaps in there. And so as this closes, the tight, snappy tolerance will be preserved over time because the metal can't wear down the ceramic. Taking a look at the other side here, you can see that we have I believe this is a ceramic outer buckle, and then twin trigger release. And so you have to press both these triggers for it to open. You can see how that mechanism works, so it won't fly open inadvertently when on the wrist. And if you're wondering how easy it is to replace the strap, well, you can easily do so just like that. Taking a look at the case now, you can see it features a lot of heritage elements. The angular tonneau case, the 12-sided bezel, all features from the Defy of 1969 that continued through the 70s. So while the design does have a little bit of resemblance to certain modern Tag Heuer and Hublot products, the reality is that this isn't a hand-me-down design. It is a vintage Zenith signature that has been updated for the modern iteration of my hand. It is not something brought up from Tag or down from Hublot. We've got a screw-down crown with a combination of satin and polish. The watch is 100 meters water resistant. You can see that we have a combination of satin and polish, which is nicely done given that this is a hard material to work. And then we've got a dial that is dark green, at least at its center. The outer track, if you look carefully, that is also green, but it's a different green and it's on a different plane. So in a lot of angles, it'll look like the outer track is black and the center is green, but in fact they're both green. It just reads a little bit differently. Taking a look at the dial now, you can see all of the debossed stars are gold, as is the aperture for the date. We have a foudroyant seconds hand, so 10 seconds. And we have plenty of lumen. We'll take a look at that lume right now. You can see that even the foudroyant hand is luminescent. Now if I pull the crown out, which I'm doing now, even though you can't see it, it stops the flying second hand. So if you do wish to set this to the second, you can do so. And then we've got out back, one more feature I should mention. We have an intermediate position, so you can quickly and easily set the date. If you look carefully, you can see that the disc is also green, which is nicely done. Okay, turning it all over, move that strap again. Easier to do if you don't manicure your hands daily for watch videos like me. And here you can see caliber 3620. It's an El Primero without a chronograph, automatic winding, 60-hour power reserve, 36,000 vibrations per hour. That is 10 beats per second, 26 joules. You can see it's got a combination of a eccentric screw, fine adjustment, and then Edicron for beat error and timing correction, KIF shock protection, quickset hacking, and then a full silicone escapement, which you can see right underneath the balance wheel. That purple wheel, that's the escape wheel, and then there is a silicone anchor there. Silicone is a material that allows for reduced mass in the drivetrain, also reduced lubrication, better long-term timekeeping and stability. In this application, i.e. not a hairspring, doesn't have quite the same impact on anti-magnetic resilience, but it adds a little bit. And you can see the spokes of the wheel are in fact the Zenith star shape. And of course it has the traditional double beat El Primero cadence. Just keep in mind, this is a watch that comes with an optional bracelet, also in scratch-resistant ceramic and not shown here. It's with the watch, it's just not on the watch. So reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.